Is this the coolest shot you've ever seen, or is this the coolest shot you've ever seen? These lines, once again, they are tricky. They can be just strong enough to produce just really quick spin-up tornadoes. Our atmosphere is still capped quite a bit, which basically just prevents thunderstorms from developing. I'm catching flack for drinking a pumpkin spice latte today, but you're planting mums? I see you guys creeping in. It's like, just come on.
Grab a mom.
We will have an ongoing lake breeze, and you can see those temperatures may actually stay in the upper 60s. Even though you are in a severe thunderstorm warning and not a tornado warning right now, a tornado is still possible. And in true Wisconsin fashion, going from severe weather yesterday to some wet snowflakes and grapple. Have you noticed that they start the tilt? There's like a snowman tilt. If we end up seeing some lake enhanced bands, that's when that moisture, that extra moisture from the lake gets into some of those snow bands and really intensifies some of the snow moving in. Our northern communities see the heavy snow, but also still some sleet, potentially over 6 inches of snow. The rest of us in the central portion of our viewing area, we are going to see a little bit of everything, but including the chance for accumulating ice. The real problem area within that ice storm warning, where 1/4 of an inch to up to 1/2 an inch of ice is going to be a possibility.
It's like the kitchen sink.
It's a lot. It was really funny during my earlier shows at 11 and 9 a.m. I was actually winded by the end of my weathercast.
Because you had so much you were trying to fire hose out.
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, steady rain tonight, still a severe potential tomorrow morning, then the wind kicks in, then the temperature drop. I mean, I could just keep going. And in fact, I will keep going. A lot going on tonight and tomorrow, but I promise you by Sunday, it gets a whole lot better. Now, outside right now, starting to still see a few more raindrops covering that camera lens after just a brief dry break. It's 64 degrees in Milwaukee. We've had a very active day already with showers and thunderstorms starting around midday. The last hour to 2 hours, we had a couple of severe thunderstorms off towards the west, including in Milwaukee County, that produced some hail in West Dallas and Mayville, to be more specific. So you can see on satellite and radar right now, some spots still enjoying just a brief dry break, but there is plenty more rain off towards the west and southwest. And we're watching a cell that right now is making its way into Rock County. It's not strong and it's not severe, but I will say there are indications that there are hail or is hail within this storm. So as it continues to track off towards the east northeast, I would say parts of Walworth and Jefferson County, watch this one closely, because I wouldn't be surprised if the National Weather Service at least put out a statement for some smaller hail and some heavier rain as it makes its way on through. But again, at this point, it is not severe. That's by far the strongest cell that we have out there right now. Everything else towards the west and southwest is just a steady and soaking rain. Now, this is all associated with a very potent and large storm system that extends all the way south into Texas. In fact, a tornado threat across the southern plains with this storm. Now, this low pressure and cold front towards the south is going to swing up towards the north tomorrow, and that cold front is actually going to bring us a final push of thunderstorms, likely mid to late morning tomorrow. But what develops along that line could potentially be strong to even severe. So that's something we'll have to watch very closely. I know at this point, timing-wise, looking at about 9 a.m. to maybe noon. So make sure you're watching Wake Up tomorrow morning. Now let's check in with Sky Vision Plus and go through the rest of this evening. After just that brief dry break, expect the rest of the night tonight to still be very soggy, with also embedded thunder and lightning. The rain will continue through the overnight and still stay pretty steady as we wake up early tomorrow morning. Then a bit of a dry break, but then we'll likely start to see that line filling in. It doesn't look overly impressive, but we have just enough ingredients still to see a stronger storm or even a severe thunderstorm. Here's 11 a.m., that broken line continuing to move through our area. About noon, still hanging on to lakeshore communities, and past that, it's out of here. Could have a few lingering showers. Otherwise, after that line, we're going to dry out very quickly, and then the wind becomes the issue. Look at these sustained wind speeds the rest of Saturday, over 30 miles per hour. As we go throughout the day, wind gusts will pick up to 45, even 50 miles per hour. I think at the highest point, we could actually have wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour through later Saturday night, which is why there is a wind advisory pretty much all day Saturday, and it's for all of southeast Wisconsin, 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday for wind gusts of 45 to 55 miles per hour. Make sure you are securing any outdoor decorations or any of that furniture. Now, obviously, we're still on the warm side of this right now, but you can see that drastic drop behind this cold front. So it's just one more thing we're going to be dealing with as this front moves through. Tonight, we're actually going to stay fairly mild. I think we'll stay in the 50s to around 60. We'll top out in the low 60s around midday tomorrow. But after those storms move in and the wind picks up, look at how quickly we are likely going to fall into the 40s. So tomorrow as a whole, from start to finish, just not looking great. Here's your full 6-day planner. After tomorrow, it gets so much better. Sunday, 60, still a little bit breezy, but not as bad as Saturday. A little bit cooler early next week, a couple of low 50s, but then 60s are actually back in the forecast. Next chance for rain not until Thursday night.
Wow. Are you out of breath right now?
I need to take a breath.
You do that. We're going to check back
Thank you.
with you at 5.